Hey, bold and beautiful fans! Welcome back to another explosive week of spoilers right here on your favorite YouTube channel for all things soap opera drama. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we're diving deep into the bold and the beautiful for the week of January 14 through 18, 2026. This isn't just any week. Oh no, this is packed with high-stakes family betrayals, passionate proposals that could make or break hearts, romantic tensions simmering like a pot about to boil over, and the launch of a fierce new fashion rivalry that's going to shake the foundations of Los Angeles's elite fashion world. I'm talking Eric Forrester making a comeback that's more rebellious than anything we've seen before. Carter and Daphne's engagement lighting up the screen with romance, Steffi grappling with her mom's risky new fling, and the next generation, RJ, Electra, Will, and Dylan stirring up jealousy, love triangles, and enough sparks to start a wildfire. Picture this. You're settling in with your coffee or popcorn, ready for a narration that's got that dramatic flair, complete with cliffhanger teases at the end of each day's breakdown. I'll hook you episode by episode, making sure you can't wait to tune into CBS or Paramount Plus for the real deal. And at the end, we'll wrap it up with some fan theories, predictions, and a call to action. Smash that like button if you're Team Forrester or Team Logan. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's build this community together. All right, let's not waste another second. Buckle up because this week's storylines are about to explode like a confetti cannon at a fashion show gone wrong. Starting with the biggest shocker of the week, and trust me, this one is going to have you gasping, Eric Forrester's outright rebellion against his own family. For those who've been watching The Bold and the Beautiful since the 80s, you know Eric, played by the legendary John McCook, is the heart and soul of Forrester Creations. He's the patriarch who built this empire from scratch, sketching designs late into the night, mentoring young talents, and turning simple fabrics into runway masterpieces that defined glamour. Every collection, every stitch, every bold choice on the catwalk, it's all Eric. But lately, things have taken a turn. Ridge Forrester, portrayed by Thorsten Kaye, along with the rest of the executive team, has been pushing Eric toward retirement. They framed it as a gentle nudge, a well-deserved rest after decades of hard work, but to Eric, it felt like a slap in the face. Sidelined, disrespected, robbed of the one thing that keeps his blood pumping, designing? Retirement isn't in his vocabulary, not when his mind is still buzzing with ideas for elegant gowns, sharp suits, and innovative patterns that could redefine fashion. Now enter Katie Logan Spencer, brought to life by Heather Tom, who's no stranger to bold moves herself. Katie's been through the ringer, heart transplants, custody battles, romantic heartbreaks, but she's emerging stronger than ever. This week, she's launching her own fashion house under the Logan name, a direct challenge to the Forrester dominance that's been the status quo for years. It's a declaration of independence, a way for Katie to carve out her own legacy as separate from her sister Brooke Logan Forrester, played by Catherine Kelly Lang, who's always been the golden child in the family dynamics. But launching a new label isn't easy. Katie needs credibility, experience, and a big name to draw in investors, designers, and buzz. That's where Eric comes in. In a pivotal scene set at the opulent Forrester mansion, think crystal chandeliers, plush sofas, and that iconic grand staircase, Katie pays Eric a visit. What starts as a casual discussion about her vision quickly turns deeply emotional. Eric opens up like never before, his voice cracking with raw honesty. He talks about the pain of being pushed aside by Ridge, how it feels like his own son doesn't value his contributions anymore. "I've given my life to this company," Eric might say, his eyes misty, "and now they want me to just fade away? I still have so much to offer." Katie listens, her empathy shining through, as she shares her own feelings of being overshadowed by Brooke. The conversation builds to a tear-jerking climax where Eric declares he's following his heart. He's not retiring, he's reinventing. And if that means joining forces with Katie at Logan Creations, even if it means going head-to-head with Ridge and the Forresters, then he's all in. Katie's reaction? Overwhelmed doesn't even cover it. Tears stream down her face as she hugs Eric, grateful for his belief in her. He promises to bring his unmatched expertise, decades of set-trending designs, insider knowledge of the industry, and a mentoring style that's nurtured stars like Ridge himself to help launch her first collection. But oh, the fallout from this alliance is going to be massive, folks. Donna Logan, played by Jennifer Jarvis, gets wind of it first. Donna's always been the supportive type, the one who stands by her man thick and thin, and she backs Eric 100%. She knows this could heal his wounded pride, but she's also aware of the storm it's brewing. The tension won't just be between Eric and Ridge, it'll ripple through the entire family. Brooke and Ridge are already seething over Katie using the Logan name for her venture. Brooke sees it as a betrayal of their sisterly bond, while Ridge views it as a threat to Forresters' market share. Now, with Eric defecting to the enemy side, expect fireworks. Ridge might storm into the mansion, his face red with anger, demanding answers. "Dad, how could you do this to us? To me?" he could shout, pacing the room like a caged lion. Eric stands firm, explaining it's about passion, not betrayal. This decision could shift the power dynamics in LA's fashion scene forever, pitting legacy against innovation, family loyalty against personal fulfillment. Let's pause here for a moment and think about what this means for the show's long-term arcs. Eric's character has always represented tradition, the old guard of fashion elegance. By aligning with Katie, who's all about fresh starts and empowerment, we're seeing a beautiful blend of generations. Fans have been clamoring for more Eric screen time, and this storyline delivers. It's not just drama, it's character development at its finest. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop in the comments. Are you excited for Eric's comeback, or do you think it's going to end in heartbreak? We'll circle back to this later, but for now, let's shift gears to something a bit lighter, though still steamy in the world of romance. Over on the happier side of things, Carter Walton, portrayed by Lawrence St. Victor, and Daphne Rose, played by Mariel Hilaire, are taking their relationship to the next level with an official engagement. Carter's been the ultimate bachelor for so long, officiating weddings left and right, from Forrester nuptials to Spencer ceremonies, but now it's his turn in the spotlight. His proposal to Daphne was heartfelt, down on one knee with a sparkling ring that screams forever. Daphne, with her warm smile and genuine charm, says yes without hesitation, envisioning a future filled with love, family, and stability. They celebrate in true B&B fashion, passionate kisses under soft lighting, champagne toasts that lead to more intimate moments, and whispers of promises that make your heart melt. They waste no time sharing the news with close friends like Ridge and Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Ridge claps Carter on the back, genuinely happy for his right-hand man at Forrester Creations. Steffi, ever the supportive friend, hugs Daphne and gushes about wedding plans. "This is what you deserve, Carter," she might say, her eyes twinkling. Executive producer and head writer Bradley Bell has been teasing that 2026 is the year of wedding bells for this pair, so expect episodes filled with dress fittings, venue scouting, and maybe even some pre-wedding drama to keep things interesting. Will there be exes popping up to stir the pot, or family secrets that threaten their bliss? It's all possible in the world of soaps. But hold on, because not everything is smooth sailing in the romantic department. Hope Logan Spencer, portrayed by Anika Knoll, might throw a wrench into another budding relationship. At Steffi's urging, Hope pays a visit to Deacon Sharp, played by Sean Cannon, to warn him about getting too close to Taylor Hayes, played by Rebecca Budig. Steffi's been updating her husband, John Finn Finnegan, about Taylor and Deacon's growing bond, and her worry is written all over her face. Taylor, the world-renowned psychiatrist, has a history of complicated romances, and Deacon, ex-con turned restaurant owner, brings his own baggage. Steffi's fear stems from protecting her family, especially her kids. If Sheila sees Deacon moving on with Taylor, could it trigger a meltdown? Hope's warning to Deacon might go something like, "Dad, I know you're happy, but think about the consequences. Sheila's unpredictable." Deacon, ever the optimist, brushes it off, but the seed of doubt is planted. This subplot adds layers of tension, reminding us that in B&B, happiness is often just a prelude to chaos. Now, let's turn our attention to the next generation, where things are heating up faster than a Los Angeles summer. RJ makes his grand return home, now portrayed by Brian Nicoletti, and it's a family reunion that's equal heartwarming and drama-stirring. Ridge and Brooke are over the moon, welcoming their son with open arms at the Forrester estate. They catch him up on everything he's missed: the launch of Katie's fashion house, the war over the Logan name, Eric's potential defection. RJ, with his youthful energy and fresh perspective, brings a breath of fresh air to the show. But remember, RJ isn't biologically Forrester, he's Ridge and Brooke's son, but that opens doors for intriguing dynamics.